I'd like to call the Planning Commission meeting of June 6th, 2019 order. Could we have a pledge of allegiance by Commissioner Eglin?
Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Could we have a roll call, please?
Yes, Commissioner Blackdyke,
Here.
Commissioner Eglin,
Here.
Commissioner Sarkia,
Here.
Vice Chair Hamel,
Here.
and Chair Healy.
Here.
Okay.
Seeing that there's not much of an agenda, I think we need to reorder it. No presentations. And we come to the approval of the minutes of the last regular Planning Commission meeting of May 16th. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make that motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we come to public comment. Members of the audience wishing to address the Planning Commission on matters not on the agenda may do so at this time. No action will be taken on these items at this meeting. Please state your name and address for the record. Any public comments on something that's not on the agenda? So, okay.
I guess I do.
Okay, please step up to the
I
microphone.
didn't fill out paper because I was late. I'm sorry.
Okay, just step to the microphone and state your name.
Sandy Lincoln. I'm a homeowner of Vineyard Village. Just wondering what the plan is for the red curbs. I know that we had gotten approval for the red curbs at the last city council meeting. Just wondering what the timeline is on that.
There was not approval at the last council meeting. They gave direction that they want to do that. So on the June 13th council meeting, the official resolutions will be brought before the city council for approval, and then
Okay.
they can do that. But you have to follow certain procedures and notifications before you can do it.
So June 13th.
Correct.
Thank you.
And then how long after that? If it's, I mean, obviously.
It's whenever Public Works gets
Okay.
the crew out there to take care of
Okay,
it.
so then it's just
Yes.
getting it in the schedule.
And do you all have anything to do with the county approving like ADA equipment like at the Marriott?
None that I know of.
No? No jurisdiction there?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments? Consent calendar, none. Continued public hearing, none. We come to a new public hearing. A resolution number 1906, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Buellton, California, approving a one-year time extension, 19-TE-01, request for final development plan 14FDP-02 for the Village Senior Apartments project located within the village-specific plan on accessor parcel numbers 137 or number 137-790-008 and making findings in support there.
Good evening, Chair Healy, Commissioners. An application has been filed by Cabrillo Economic Development Corporation, the property owner, for a one-year time extension for the previously approved Village Senior Apartment project located in the Village-specific plan area along Valley Vineyard Circle. And attachment 1 in your packet shows the vicinity map of exactly where that parcel is located. The project plans are included in your packet in attachment 3, and those are dated August 11, 2014. So on October 2nd, 2014, the Planning Commission approved the final development for the project, and the meeting minutes and the resolution are included in your packet as well. The final development plan is set to expire on October 2nd, 2019. However, the applicant applied for the time extension on April 23rd, 2019 in advance of the date of expiration. And if the Planning Commission does choose to approve the time extension request tonight, the approval would be valid through October 2nd, 2020. Final development plans expire after 5 years, and included in the Buellton Municipal Code is also the option to allow for up to 2 one-year time extensions for the final development plan. So this is the first one-year time extension request. And the Planning Commission may, upon good cause, approve a time extension for 1 year. And staff is unaware of any reason at this time to deny the extension, and it is reasonable that the Planning Commission approve the request at this time. So the applicant is currently in the process of applying for various funding sources to assist in covering the cost of construction and other various things. And staff does anticipate that this 1 year time extension will provide sufficient time for the applicant to advance the project such that further extensions may not be necessary. So at this time, the recommendation is that the Planning Commission consider the adoption of Resolution 1906 as stated in the staff report, approving the one-year time extension.
Any questions for staff?
No.
Nope.
Seeing, I'll open the public hearing. And, yes, is this the applicant?
Yes, this is the
Yes.
applicant.
Okay.
Chairman Heedy and Commissioners. I'm James Bazell, Senior Project Manager for Carrillo Development Economic Corp. I want to thank Andrea Kiefer for all her guidance with our Village Senior Apartment Project. I'm here today requesting the time extension, and if you have any questions regarding our project, hopefully I can answer them.
Any questions of the applicant?
Don't have any.
I have none. I just hope you get some financing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's needed.
Find the funding.
Yeah. A GoFundMe page or something.
Yeah.
Any other comments on there? With that, I'll close the public hearing and bring it back to the commission. Any questions, any comments?
No, I
There,
think
is there a motion?
I think it's in a reasonable thing. Okay, yeah, I'll make the motion.
Second?
I think he's got to read it.
I'll read it out, yeah. I'll make a motion to approve a one-year time extension for resolution number 1906, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Buellton, California, approving a one-year time extension. Do I have to read that? 19-TE-01. Request for final development plan, 14-FDP-02, for the Village Senior Apartments project located within the Village specific plan on Assessor's Parcel Number 137-790-008, and making findings in support thereof.
Second.
Second? It's a roll call? He seconded it.
Seconded, okay, roll call. Commissioner Blackdyke,
Yes.
Commissioner Eglin,
Yes.
Commissioner Sarkia,
Aye.
Chair Hamel,
Yes.
and Chair Heady.
Yes. So, hopefully things work out.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to see you again next year. I mean, that's a well-wishing thing.
Don't jinx it.
I know, sorry. Never mind.
You have to just take it in the right fashion.
Okay. Other business? None? Written communications?
No.
Planning Commission comments?
I actually do have some comments. I wanted to address this evening, I've had some concerns regarding our last couple of Planning Commission meetings with regards to how we're handling public comment section. And so I just wanted to clarify, I believe that it's our responsibility when it comes around and it's time for the public comments, that we're supposed to listen and give them time and whatever time is allocated, and take under consideration if we want to address those comments, we can when it comes back to discussion. If we don't think anything has the merit for discussion, we don't do that. But it seems like the last couple, there's been kind of some bantering back and forth between us and public comments, and then when the public sits down, they're talking with the applicant, and I was just kind of seeing if we could maybe have that under control a little bit more.
And what would that look like? Oh, no, I'm curious. I mean, I want to get better.
No, I just think
Too much back and forth?
yeah. I mean, so when the public comments come up, they get to speak for their 3 minutes or whatever, and then it's really, we're supposed to listen, but at that time, we're not supposed to go back and forth
Okay.
with questions.
But then we can
So-
call them back up to ask the
Correct.
question.
So they sit down, Dan brings it back to us for comments and discussion, and then,
So I was going to add to that,
Yeah.
so that, if a member of the public addresses the commission with comments on, a project or anything that's on the agenda, they make their comment and they can sit down, and if any of them, if the commission decides that there's something that they brought up that's of particular interest or they'd like to address or bring up with the commission, that's up to the commission to do that, and if they'd like the applicant to come back up, they can, the chair can call the applicant back up to speak more on that item. But yes, the commission isn't necessarily required to address and discuss every single public comment. It's just the ones that they choose, that they believe that they would like to discuss, that they decide to discuss.
Yeah, I understand that, but I can remember one commenter said, well, you know, I've made all these comments and you didn't talk about it, and they felt left out.
Yeah.
So it's sort of a fine line. I'm not sure, you know, at some point I feel like, okay, well, you know, you told us X, X, and X. Does anybody believe in X, X, and X? But maybe I give them too much credence.
So it would be up to the commission if again, if there's certain points that a public speaker made that the commission would like, the chair or any other members of the commission would like to see if other commission members would like to discuss further any of their concerns. It's just that.
So bring it back as a blanket, saying, would anybody care to talk?
Right, correct.
Okay.
And Mr. Chair, if I may jump in, as
Sure.
a lot of experience with this from various boards and commissions. Yes, the point of the public comment is to get their input, and then once you close public comment, it is not the public's opportunity to continue to banter with the commission. It is the commission's time to discuss the project amongst themselves, to decide, taking the input, whether they want to take it or not take it, but it's your time to discuss, not to continue to discuss things with the public. However, as Andrea mentioned, if something comes up and you want clarification, you have more than enough authority to bring the public back up to the microphone. You open the public hearing again, get their input on something if you're disagreement and you want to get more clarification. But once it's closed, there should not be conversations
Okay.
going back and forth, and the role of the chair is kind of to let them know that, you know, that their comment is done and they need to let the commission deliberate, unless you guys want to bring them back up.
Well, we can bring them back up at any point in time in the meeting.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
That's all
Oh,
for me.
Okay.
I've got a comment. First, I really enjoyed the report day.
Oh, thank you. You
Yeah.
went?
Oh, yeah. I just wish I was a little kid. I wanted to get up and fire a
Did you
plane.
see me directing traffic?
No, we were there for about an hour, looked
Oh,
at the hot dog
awesome.
line, and decided for one hot dog.
To go somewhere
But it
else.
was, you guys did a heck of a job.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And yeah, it was fun. And then just a quick comment about Mark. We'll miss you. You know, it's been nice to know you for how many years, Mark?
14 years.
And I have to say, I've been through quite a few planning directors, and you're the best one I knew.
Thank you,
And
Dan.
I've been through a couple of city managers, and you're the best one of those I know. So, thank you to your service.
Thank you very much. And with that segue, I might as well make mine and let Andrea have her planning director's report. But I want to thank the commission for all the work that you all do, and all the commissions that I've worked for. You do a really great job for the community, almost unsung, and almost don't get the respect that you deserve for the decisions that you do for planning this town. So I want to, commend all of you for your work, and I've enjoyed working with everyone. And Dan was on the commission when I started, and then he went away for a little bit, and now he's back on when I'm leaving. And I've always worked with you, Dan. You've always been fair and looked at the issues, and voted the way you thought was best interests of the city, and I think that's what all of you do, and again, I really appreciate that, and I'm going to miss my time at the commission, but you are in fine hands now with Andrea and her staff.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. All right, any other comments?
Good job, Mark.
Then we come to the planning director report.
All right, just a quick one this evening. If you've driven by the Village Park site, you might see that there is some sidewalk going in and some construction activity going on, so that's good news. I drove by there myself this afternoon and saw the progress going on, so if you have a minute, just go take a look at that. And then just lastly, we will be canceling the June 20th Planning Commission meeting. So.
Oh, that's convenient.
And then I've got
I know.
a question, and I know that this is probably Caltrans who is doing it, but why are they putting a median between Industrial Way and the next street?
I can address that. That's another safety improvement, so they can get the cars into the queue, and so it kind of just popped up on our radar from Caltrans all of a sudden. And the mayor and city staff are working with Caltrans to do medians for the entire length of 246, so we can kind of corral traffic and not have a lot of conflicts and get some safer crossings. So that's a longer-term project. This one's being done and funded by Caltrans, not by the city. The other one would be a city type of a funded project.
So this is the only one that's happening right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're hoping that'll slow the traffic down.
Yes.
There was a person that died, what, 4 or 5 years ago, crossing the road there at night. The driver didn't see him at all. So putting some of these islands out there and more lights is going to help. I've tried walking late at night to a meeting here, and it's not fun.
I wouldn't
It's
think
too
so.
dark in the winter.
Be interesting to see if that works. Because I can see pulling out, trying to make a left turn from the north side and coming across. So, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Caltrans. And I see the flags went up on the Avenue of the Flags.
I haven't noticed that.
I saw
but-
John Sancho.
I
putting one
think
up.
he's going to put up and take down, because we don't have the lights yet.
Okay, yeah.
So that's, the one has the light and it'll stay up, and I think the other ones will
Yeah, I didn't see
will
a
be
light.
going up and down each day, morning and evening.
And each flag's going to be redesigned Art Deco.
That's correct. Very good.
If I have my way.
The new flag. Any other comments? Right.